Hi folks, it's Wendy here from Dogs of Pride again. It's Wednesday night, it's 7 o'clock, actually it's 7:02, and it's January the 29th. So we've almost got a month done already of this year of 2020. Scary, but it's still cold, so we're still hibernating. Anyway, just before I get started on the balm, I want to show you a couple of things that came in. It's exciting for us whenever new stock comes in as well, because it's like Christmas. We keep opening parcels and going, ooh, this is what things really look like, especially when we order something new that we haven't had in before. So it's always fun. So I just added to the website and actually just shared it on our Facebook page. I know if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, you're going, what's she talking about? Well, Dogs of Pride has a Facebook group. Dogs of Pride also has a website. That's where we sell all of our products. Mostly we just sell in Canada, except for the Finnessiam products, which I've been talking about over the past couple of weeks. They are available worldwide, and in fact we are always looking for retailers and distributors worldwide as well. So these little gems came in. They're a cute little comb, little 7.5-inch comb. They're 50-50, which that means is half of it has got teeth narrower and the other half has got teeth a little bit further apart. So we call this fine and medium for those of you who are new to grooming, or in fact just trying to find out what tools work for your pet. So we have them in 3 different colours: the green, the purple and the blue, all available on our website at www.dogsofpride.com. and you also have wholesale option as well. So regularly they are $12.99 each, which is very affordable, and if you buy 3 or more you can get them for $6.99. so why not save? Get one in each color and have a bargain, really. And then you've got one for the car or your purse or the travel trailer or your grooming bag or your show kit or your grooming room, or one for each table in your grooming shop. Whatever, you can find the reason. Another thing as well, these are great little tools. We've had these for a long time, and we usually have carried the original Coke King, the Mars Coke King, which the older ones of us know from eons ago. They were kind of the industry leader and still are respected as such. And of course there's always knockoffs coming off. People like knockoffs because they're more affordable, especially if it's something that they're not using all the time, or indeed for our pet owners. So I mean, these can be labeled as de-shedding tools. They're used for the beginning for hand stripping as well. They'll get a lot of dead coat out and help to do that. And this is one that we haven't had for a while. It's a 10 blade, so it's actually quite nice and coarse. You're not going to do a lot of damage in one stroke with it, so you can do a lot more strokes to get extra hair out. But be very aware, all in these wee hooks, these are blades. So what I usually tell people to do is be very careful, because I have ripped a finger apart with getting it in between me and the dog, because I don't want to rip the dog's coat or the dog's skin. I'd rather do mine, and I have on many occasions. So what I used to do as well with my students was send them out the side to find a rock and actually grind it on these blades to dull them, because you'll actually do better work with these when they're slightly dull, because then they're not going to cut good coat as well. And if you're thinking of a natural hair growing nice and smooth and everything else, if you slice that or cut that when it's still growing and it's not actually dead and wants to leave the body, then all you're going to do is actually fray the end of it. So you'll end up with one hair with all these little frayed bits at the end of it, and when frayed hair joins frayed hair, what you get? Tangles and mats, and we don't like those. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Tonight we're doing Brilliant Balm, following on through the general thread with our Smart Oil and Finnessiam products. Brilliant Balm is actually the third. We've got the Smart Oil, the Clever Cream and the Brilliant Balm, and we've done the Smart Oil and the Clever Cream in the previous 2 weeks, and you'll find those on our YouTube channel as well. Our YouTube channel is also under Dogs of Pride. It's very easy. We try to make things easy. I'm very simple, so I like things as easy as possible. Anywho, the balm, this is what it looks like inside. Of course there's divots in it because this is how I use it. This is my big sample tin. But It was funny how we kind of came along with this, because whenever we were doing the smart oil, we thought, well, we'd like to put it in a topical, so we did it in the cream. That was easy done. But we thought, well, we kind of want a third product in the line. So I was like, well, let's do a paw balm. We did have a nose butter. Lizzie T's had her name on it before, and we didn't do an awful lot with it. So I thought, well, we'll just add the balm on just because. And I really played around this time with the formulation and came up with something that's actually far surpassed, again, what I thought would happen with it. The reason being is because we played around with it. It does have the smart oil in it. The only other thing it has in it is beeswax and shea butter. So again, we won't label it as vegan because some vegans don't like touching the beeswax. Ours are from Happy Bees, as we've said before. We get it all locally, from local bees that are happy and not farmed and treated nastily or killed whenever they're harvested for all their goodness that they provide for us. And our coconut oil is also certified organic, as is our shea butter. And as you know, all of our ingredients in our smart oil are clean as possible can be, with all of the documentation we get with it. Anyway, the balm, and I actually use this as a lip balm as well. Yeah, the joke I made earlier was an Irish woman saying balm, and it's never been a good thing until now. But I'm going to show you this, and right up close and personal, you can see how nasty my bottom lip is, all chapped and cracked and everything else. Hopefully you'll see enough from the video. But the best way to apply this is actually just scrape a wee bit off on your nail. And then what we've done with this formulation, what I found as well, you just warm it between your finger and thumb or fingers for a little bit until it gets a little bit sticky and it just starts to actually melt, and then work it in. So you can just, there you go. Right, so I keep chatting on and then show you a close-up in a couple of minutes and see. I did a before and after picture on our Instagram, Dogs of Pride, surprise, and showed what a before and after in 5 minutes. So we'll actually do it live to prove to you that that wasn't rigged or set up after a couple of treatments or anything like that. What's left with your finger and thumb, rub it into those dry knuckles. Now, another way you can use this is, obviously, it's for noses and toes, is what it actually says on the label, noses and toes, which looks backwards on live, which really doesn't work. But noses and toes is what we've done it for, but we found that any dry, scaly bits are really good. It's really good as well for a little bit of a barrier cream. So if you're washing your hands an awful lot and the Clever cream just, you either don't have it or it's just not cutting it for you, the balm's gonna go a little bit further because it also acts like a little bit of a barrier. So it's great on those little cracked pads, especially if they're out walking on salty sidewalks or anything in the middle of winter. And I mean, we definitely do have a call for it right now. As I say, this has surpassed my expectations with it because it is very quick to melt and absorb. And I mean, I don't have any stickiness left on my fingers now or anything, and the little bit that I rubbed into the back of my hands is just feeling soft now. It doesn't taste bad anyway. There's no actual nasty taste to it. If the dog wants to lick it, it's not going to harm them. Because we also use it on noses as well, so it's important that there's nothing chemical in there or any nasty ingredients that could be harmful to your pet, because you know that's not what we're about. So yeah, if you've got scrapes and stuff as well, you can use it like a little bit of a barrier cream, because it almost does give a little bit of a waterproof type coating, if that makes any sense. So the balm's very easy, and as I say, surpassed our expectations, and it's been one of our top sellers in the line as well. Actually, they're all really good sellers, but we have different retailers across the country looking for more. And I have one in particular in Toronto, and she absolutely loves the balm and sell tons of it because it's the only balm that she actually has in her store. So it works really well. Oh, we've got a question coming up here. I'm so happy you're bringing this wonderful medicinal plant into our pet products so they can enjoy all of it. It's wonderful. Oh, Seymour, I can't read all of it. I'm not quite sure what you're saying there. But yeah, hemp seed oil is basically what we're using. Hemp seed is being used very widely now. It's in pretty much everything, whether it's got the full spectrum, which is CBD, which, as you know, is illegal to be sold in Canada without license. So we had to find an alternative, and we made the Smart Oil. So these are great products that have been a good culmination of very well researched ingredients and clean ingredients, and making sure that they're being sourced from sustainable farms or sustainable areas, and they're not harmful to any other wildlife or nature in doing so. And that's why, again, we don't have any palm oils in any of our stuff. And basically that's it. The balm is easy. I mean, everybody's seen a balm, so we didn't think, oh well, we'll do a balm, but we weren't that excited about it. But as I say, it is really good because it is a lot less sticky. It's not gummy. It lasts an awful long time because you can actually just do, as I say, that little bit on the back, scrape the little bit off on your nail, warm it up in your fingers, and then apply it wherever you want, which is much easier than even trying to get the paw and rub it into the top of the tin, which is just going to get it mucky. So take a little bit out and use it that way. You're going to then increase the longevity of your balm itself, and you're going to make sure that it stays clean. It's not getting cross-contamination from anything or from multiple pets, especially if you're using it in a grooming room or something as well. And if you're offering a service like a paw soak or anything like that, where you're doing manicures, nail trims, nail polish even, and you want to actually do the soaks with some of the little bath fizzes or the Nagayu, and then you want to add on some nice deep moisturizing onto the pads, Brilliant Balm is definitely the one that we'd recommend. Well, of course it is. Again, available online at dogsofpride.com. You will see this video on YouTube later. And thank you for everyone who watches. Every week we're getting a little bit more. And hopefully you enjoy it. Any questions, please let us know. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Another little quickie for you. We're trying to wrap these up quicker, as we think that a lot of people will actually appreciate little small snippets instead of me driveling on for hours. So on that happy note, I will again say thanks again for watching. You know where to find us. We're always here to answer questions for you. And have a great night. Bye.